As you already know, yeah, as you said, we have a Black Lives Matter sign that we hang proudly because we are affirming that Black Lives Matter. And so yesterday, unbeknownst to us, Rick, we had this group that assembled. It was a coalition of different groups, and what they did, they literally rolled up on our facility, and some 1,000 vehicles with about 3,000 people. And those vehicles had these flags, especially Confederate flags. There were Trump flags, and there was basically an act of intimidation where they came into the hood. They came into Oak Cliff with the determination to intimidate us. But what they didn't understand is they came to intimidate us, but we're not to be intimidated. They came to demonstrate a display that they are coming in great numbers. But as soon as we found out what was going on, I made my way to the church, and not only that, the chief of police called me, asked me if it was true that she had heard white supremacists had taken over our property. I said, I've heard that. I'm on my way up there. She said, well, no, I'm sending people right there to get rid of them. I said, well, they better get there before I do, because I'm getting them up off of our property. And so we got to the property, and we began to make sure that they were getting off of the property. And, Rick, I found out, man, since that there was a determination on the part of someone texted me, a good friend of mine, and said that he knows people who went to Friendship West yesterday with the determination to lock our church down. They went there with that determination. Yesterday, we had given approval to a group, a wonderful group of undertakers from the Tarrant County area. They said they wanted to do a caravan from Fort Worth to Dallas for Black Lives Matter, and they were going to end their caravan at Friendship West at 4 o'clock, and they were going to have a rally under the Black Lives Matter sign. Well, we found out that the people who came earlier had known what we were going to do at 4 o'clock, and so they tried to preempt that by coming in advance. And so it was diabolical, it was demonic, it was something that was downright devilish. But Rick, please understand, God has the last word. God has the last word, because there were people who came with the persons who were doing the dirty deed they did yesterday, and they had no idea what was going on. And so as a consequence, when they found out what was going on, they have already called to apologize. As a matter of fact, one person went to our website, apologized to us profusely, and said he wanted to donate $50 to our social justice work. Others have done the same thing. Why? Because God's going to have the last word. What they intended for evil, God is working out for good. So yeah, they intended to take over our facility and our parking lot yesterday, and they came 1,000 vehicles strong. But here it is, even though they came 1,000 vehicles strong, what happened is they touched a sleeping giant. And Rick, when I tell you the Oak Cliff community came out as soon as they found out what was going on, and so they came out and stood with us. We've had brothers from the hood say, Pastor, we're going to provide security for your church. Let them try to come back and do this again. We're going to provide security for you, because what they did yesterday was touch a sleeping giant. The sleeping giant is fully woke now, and so we are standing. Some have even tried to apologize. I've given them this, and that is apologies are only sincere when they come with action. Don't tell me you're sorry, but your behavior doesn't change. And they said, well, what behavior do we need to change? I said, number one, here's what you do. Use your powerful lobby to press for Black Lives Mattering in public policy, especially as it relates to defunding the police by investing in the community. We want to demilitarize police force. We don't want police declaring war on our community. Use what you have to stand with us, and when you use what you have to stand with us, then we know that your apology is sincere and not playing. So, Rick, that's what's going on. What's going on is that, Yeah, they came for us when we didn't send for them. But the good news is God is turning what they intended for evil, and I promise you it's going to work out for our good, and we shall overcome.
Yes, sir, Pastor Haynes. Let everybody know how you could be reached.
Hey, thank you, Ricky. Follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Twitter at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and my YouTube channel is Frederick Haynes.
There it is, Pastor Haynes. Hey, Senior Pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Hey, love you, Rick. Thanks for letting me share, man.
No, absolutely. Here you go. Hey, Pastor Haynes, this is just for you right here. Here you go. That'll get you up this morning, Pastor Haynes.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Rick.
Your favorite song, Optimistic. Sounds of Blackness.
Man. Thank you.
No, you're welcome, Pastor Haynes. Love you, man.
Love you.
Got your front page. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Come on. Morning show.
Entertainment. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is 12 minutes after the hour. Y'all sitting in for Eva this morning. We got Maria Moore with your front page. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The head of the White House Coronavirus Task Force says we are in a new phase of the pandemic and cases are spreading rapidly across the U.S. No matter where you are, the CDC projected 20,000 coronavirus deaths in the next 20 days. Florida is feeling the rain and winds from tropical storm Isaiah. The storm is heading northwest and expected to be near hurricane strength by the time it reaches the Carolinas today. In other news, NASA astronauts are back on Earth after a historic 2 months at the International Space Station. Another SpaceX crew will launch as early as next month. Microsoft confirmed yesterday that it is in talks with TikTok's U.S. operations from a Chinese company. The news comes after President Trump said Friday that he would be banning TikTok in the U.S. More state primary elections will be held this week. Tomorrow, voters in Arizona, Kansas, Michigan, Missouri, and Washington will go to the polls to elect state and local officials. I'm Maria Moore sitting in for Eva, and that's what's trending on the front page.
Yeah, my bad. I was drinking some bottled water. My bad, Roxy. Sitting up here almost choking. My bad. Good morning.
Yeah, it's all to the good, man. Hey, the St. Louis Cardinals has a player and a few staff members that tested positive for the coronavirus. All 3 of their games with the Milwaukee Brewers are postponed. Man, it's just a matter of time for the Major League Baseball to cancel this attempted play of the shortened season, man, due to COVID-19. And Orlando Magic player Jonathan Isaacs being dragged a lot over the weekend. He was the only player who did not kneel or wear a Black Lives Matter t-shirt during the national anthem. He says a lot of it has to do with his religious beliefs. He does believe that the Black Lives Matter is very important, but he doesn't believe the kneeling demonstrations or Black Lives Matter t-shirts go hand in hand with supporting Black Lives Matter. He believes the answer to racism is the gospel, following the teachings of Jesus Christ.
That didn't work. That's a problem. when did that work?
Come on, dog.
And then he got hurt. Somebody put on Facebook, our ancestors ain't playing.
Hey, yeah, that was jacked up right there, man. There it is, man. Gary with the T, what you got?
Hey, we about to get Gary ready in a minute, man, but we got Brett got that hot spot coming up next. What you going to be talking about, Brett?
Man, they still trying to get Kanye in this presidential election. I'm going to tell you all about it in the hot spot, y'all. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot. And that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour, y'all. This segment's being brought to you by My Computer Career. That's right, y'all. If you don't absolutely love what you do, make sure you go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today and become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. Go to mycomputercareer.edu. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. Happy Monday, by the way. Okay, so here we go. Kanye hired a company called Let the Voters Decide to amass voter signatures in 3 states, Ohio, West Virginia, and Arkansas. Now, according to TMZ, Kanye needs 5,000 signatures in Ohio by Wednesday in order to qualify. Now, he has more than roughly like 90 people canvassing Ohio, trying to gather the required number of signatures. Now, why? Why? Like, he don't have a chance, right, Ricky? So why is he still trying to do this? Like, please leave it alone. This is the worst time
Trump
to do
trying
this.
to get him to use him to divide the vote. That's my thought.
But why ain't he smart enough to know that then?
Yeah, bipolar. The other Kanye ain't talking to the other Kanye.
All right, y'all. Moving on, y'all. 50 Cent is taking a break from Instagram after one of his posts was removed for violating community guidelines. He shared a screenshot of the notice which said that the content was taken down for bullying or harassment. He wrote, "I don't understand this. Why am I getting this? It says the post was removed for bullying, but the post is still on my page." Okay, time to take a break from Instagram. So 50 Cent gonna be taking a break from Instagram. So those of y'all who he be taking shot at and throwing underneath the bus, killing your careers, go ahead and do your thing right now. Moving on, y'all. Is J. Cole really training for a career in the NBA? Well, Master P claimed that he is, and according to TMZ, Master P said that J. Cole actually gave him advice. He said, "When I talked to J. Cole, he was like, 'Big dog, you did it. What do you think I have to do to make this happen, to get one of those NBA jerseys? And it's not going to be easy," P said. He said he been throwing, he been showing people that he's consistent and been in the gym, but now proving to them, to the general managers and the scouts that come out, that he's very much capable of doing it. So 35-year-old J. Cole played basketball in high school, and he was a walk-on player at St. John's University. What you say?
Being 35, I don't know what you think, Rock.
Man, J. Cole got game. I will say he can play. He can play. Now, can he compete on the NBA level? Maybe he can be, player number 13 or 14 on the bench or whatever. But but he got game though. I will say that.
Is J. Cole tall? I never met J. Cole. Is he tall?
I think he's like 6'2".
Oh, okay. He looks short. Okay.
So he be running that point.
All right. All right, y'all. Last but not least, American Idol is skipping its live casting roadshow for the virtual tour this year. The ABC competition series is renewed for the 4th season in May. And while a live bus tour is typically held during the summer in search of contestants, this year's search has gone viral, of course, because of COVID-19. So the tour will kick off August 10th and will run through September 9th. And the contestants between the ages of 15 and 28 can sign up online. So if you think you're a star, you think you got it, go ahead and sign up. All right, y'all, to get caught up on those stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm your girl, Brad Ted. Coming up next, we got Rock T's Joke of the Day. Oh, Lord have mercy. And in the meantime, in between time, hit us up for them wake-up calls. 1-866-9-RICKY. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY. It's 27 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, it's about that time. 19 before the top of the hour, y'all. Rock T's Joke of the Day. Here we go. Joke of the day. Joke of the day. Joke of the day. All right, let it be. It's got to be funny. It's Monday. Let's go.
Oh, God.
This is going to be the one today.
I didn't see you at church last Sunday, Perkins. I hear you were out playing football instead. Perkins replied, "That's not true, Pastor. I got the fish to prove it." Come on, Rick.
Wait a minute, what?
Bring it back.
Wait a minute, stop music. Hold on. Start it over. Say what now?
I didn't see you at church last Sunday, Perkins. I hear you were out playing football instead. Perkins replied, "That's not true, Pastor. I got the fish to prove it."
So basically,
oh my God.
So basically, he, instead of going to church, he went fishing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a joke from the 50s.
But what is funny about that?
Thank you.
Come on, man. He said,
Now, what he's saying is like he skipped church and the pastor found out that he was playing football. He said, "No, Pastor, I wasn't playing football. I have the fish to prove it."
I get it. It's just not funny.
So the point, no, y'all not getting it. The point is,
No, we get it.
"Dang, there's no point."
Yeah, we get
oh,
it.
y'all get it?
Yeah,
Well, we get what you're
get it.
saying, but it's still not a point.
That would be funny if we was like 90.
Instead of lying about
stop
Ricky,
trying
you
to
gotta go
say
through all
it
that information
already.
and build it. That's not fun no more.
Instead of
Give
lying
up the
about not
life
playing
raft.
football.
yeah, he went fishing, but he said I have the fish to prove it.
Well, we know he got
Right.
the fish to prove it. Like Brad said, it ain't funny.
Ricky, stop trying to throw him a life raft.
Man,
It's dead.
Maria, what
y'all
about Maria?
just.
It's a Groucho Marx joke.
Drowned.
We'll see if Dr. Colley can get it. We'll tell him, see if Dr. Colley will laugh at it. We're going to be talking to Dr. MJ Colley with your COVID-19 update. Man, y'all so lame, man. That joke funny.
Well, you ain't laughing. Now, when you gonna laugh?
I'm trying to help y'all. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show 14 before the top of the hour. We got the one and only with your COVID-19 update, Dr. MJ Colley. Dr. Colley, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and happy Monday to you. It's time for the coronavirus update for August 3rd, 2020. We got 4.7 million cases and 157,000 deaths. But, Ricky, they reported on last Friday that excess weight increased your risk of serious illness and death from the coronavirus. One study found that for people with a BMI of 35 to 40, the risk of death from the coronavirus increased by 40%. And with a BMI over 40, the risk of death increased by 90% compared to those of normal weight. So that just shows, individuals that have gained this Corona 15 are putting themselves at 5 times risk for ending up in ICU if they catch the virus. So one of the things that's being recommended now, of course, is a more healthy lifestyle. And in Huntington, the public health department recommended that the entire town of 200,000 people go on a diet to decrease their morbidity associated with obesity and the coronavirus. So one of the reasons that the death rate is so high in the United States is because we have one of the highest obesity rates. Even though China has a lot of cases, the death rate is 6%. Because the obesity rate is only 6%. But in the United States, the obesity rate is 42%. And that is one of the reasons why, even though they have a lot of cases, they're not having as many deaths. That's also showing that younger people that are being admitted to the hospital more likely than not have obesity as an underlying risk factor. So this is one of the things that we have been talking about and continue to do so. And, there are other reasons that this happens. People that are obese have increased inflammation throughout their body, and the entire bad outcome from coronavirus is based on an inflammatory response. So they are more susceptible to low chronic grade inflammation. So they also usually have the comorbid conditions, hypertension, heart disease, and diabetes if they're overweight. So that's where we are with this today. So we need to eat healthy. We need to get our weight down, but it's a little more complicated than just telling people to eat less and exercise more. We have to do some things to help people lose that weight. So that's going to improve our outcomes with this corona, and hopefully have the numbers are going up exponentially in all areas, rural areas, urban areas. People that normally were counting on their isolation as a part of their corona response, are now showing increases in infections. So this is, again, worse than it has been at any point, yet we're still opening up some of our businesses. So I don't know. Yes.
Now, tell them about your vitamins. I swear by that 5,000 milligrams of vitamin D that they need to take every day.
It's thought that if we could get everybody in the United States to get their vitamin D level above 40, we could cut the rate of this coronavirus in 4 weeks. So they thought that if we can get everybody to wear masks, it would take 8 to 12 weeks. So we need to get that vitamin D up 5,000 international units per day. Omega-3 fish oil as a supplement. Zinc is being highly promoted and is now part of the protocol at most of the hospitals in Georgia now. They're placing people on vitamin C and zinc. Those are things that are in our lipoimmune product. So we need to get, I'm telling all my educators, before you go back to school, if you're going to be exposed to students and you're at risk, you need to start boosting your immune system. So remember, Ricky, when it comes to the coronavirus infection, the 3 C's: avoid closed spaces, close contact, and crowded places. And the 3 W's: wash your hands, wear a mask, and watch your distance. And as always, this is the opinion of Dr. MJ Collier, not that of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show or its radio affiliates.
There it is, y'all. The one and only Dr. MJ Collier. Hey, appreciate you, Dr. Collier.
Appreciate you, Ricky. Have a wonderful Monday.
Hey, man, you have a good Monday, too.
Hold it.
Half man, half woman.
It's Gary.
I wanna hear
hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news.
Brought to you by
McDonald's. HBCU.
And then the mic went off. Go ahead, Gary.
All right, y'all. Beyonce, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that Beyonce said, honey, she just wants to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, without being hounded, y'all, by the paparazzi. So she said, she used to do all these wonderful things, go to Popeyes, go to Walmart, and go to Walgreens, and she loved Target, y'all. She said, but Jay-Z blew her cover. She said, now, she'll be in the store, honey, trying to shop and things with a hat on and what have you. And Jay-Z will holler, B. And she then people started looking, then notice it's her. She said because B was her secret name, when they would be in the store or whatever, until Jay-Z started hollering it out, and then he put it in the damn song. She said once he put it in the song, she said now people know it's her. She said she can't even go out and enjoy the simple pleasures like everybody else does.
And then they recognize his voice, too.
Right.
Exactly. I'm like, that's low down news.
Exactly a secret.
Huh?
B.
It's not exactly a secret name.
No, it's not. Well, it's not because he put it in the song. She said he put it in one of his songs at least, in Crazy in Love. And she said, now everybody know that's her A-list now. So she said, hell, she can't go out and shop and stuff. And I was thinking about it. I said, I know y'all, when y'all go out to the store, everybody knows y'all. So honey, y'all could go on in, Ricky. I mean, you stay in Walmart and they know that's you, so child, ain't no secret. But anyway, Beyonce, no, child. So we got to keep her lifted, honey. They give her another little secret name, honey, where she could go shop and do some things like normal people, as she put it. All right, moving on, honey. Another celebrity news, y'all. It's a very sad day, y'all, for Emmitt Smith, honey. Dallas Cowboy, great Emmitt Smith. He and his beautiful wife, Miss Patricia Southall Lawrence Smith, y'all, are calling it quits, y'all. They're saying that.
Oh, no.
Yes, they're calling it quits. They're saying, honey, that Pat filed for divorce, honey, from Emmitt. I guess, some people say Erica Solomon, but then some people saying, honey, that she, wanted her own life and stuff. Because, Pat was, a celebrity in her own right. She was married to Martin Lawrence at one point. And, she was Miss Virginia. She was a big-time beauty queen or whatever. She's a philanthropist and what have you.
Well, was she Miss America or something?
No, Miss Virginia. She was in a lot of pageants, but she was definitely a pageant queen, honey, and, she was very well known. And, and the thing is, what some people got to realize, though, usually in households like that where there's two celebrities, it doesn't work. There's supposed to be one celebrity per household, and it's usually the man. Yeah, Brad, it's one celebrity per household.
Yeah, but Jay-Z and Beyonce working out.
Well, now they're working out because now remember, honey, she went in, honey, Beyonce was a bigger star than Jay-Z. So she was already a big star, honey. So, it was like that. But, Emmitt was the football player. Pat was the beauty queen. And, people know that. But she wasn't as big as Emmitt. So, so they try to take you, put you little pump the brakes. Just think about it.
What do you think happened?
She probably just tired of it. I mean, Emmitt seemed like he's bored and what have you. And, and this Corona. When you got to be at home with the person now.
Emmitt Smith is really, really nice. And so is Pat.
Yeah, they both are nice people. But
aren't you friends with Pat?
Man.
Who, me? No, I just know of her.
Yeah,
I'm not friends with her. What'd you say, Ronti? Oh, he fainted?
That's a shocker, man. I mean, Crystal and I, we spent a lot of time with Pat and Emmitt, and wow. I mean, that one shocks me.
Yeah, we just
that one shocks me. I'm
they didn't text you. Nobody text you or saying nothing.
But then they didn't text him, honey.
Nothing, man. No signs, nothing.
And, they became real religious at one point, too. Pat's friend with a lot of gospel singers and what have you and stuff like that. And, I mean, it's just something, though. I mean, from, on the outside looking like what I said, people were whispering about and stuff like that. It's just those things happen. And like I said, Corona, we're dealing with Corona now. When you got to really be at home and I see you now for 8 hours all day, dog, I really don't like you after all now. So go out and be a philanthropist and do some things, honey. I'll go catch footballs with other people and that's retired like you. But, we just going to keep them lifted up in our prayer, yeah, and hopefully all goes well and stuff. And, and they have kids. I think they have 3 or 4 kids together. So 3 or 4, Roxy. I think it's 3. She has 3 for Emmitt. So, let's keep them lifted up in our prayers. And while we're praying, y'all, let's continue to pray, y'all, for Milano, y'all. She's the girlfriend or the former girlfriend of Meek Mill. She's speaking out, y'all. She's saying, y'all, that Meek, honey, the reason why she feel he dumped her is because she gained weight. She said, now, honey, when he first met her, she was between 150 and 160 pounds. He said, but she gained over 60 pounds after she had the baby. And they're saying, y'all, that it's being reported that Meek may have dumped her because he found him a new purported white side piece. And they're saying he also, had another woman allegedly that he may have been seeing. So, but my thing is that when he was in damn jail, he gained weight. So, she stuck around and waited for him.
Gary, I doubt if that's the real reason why. I'm sure they had some other serious underlying issues.
Well, men are vain, honey, and if you gain a little bit weight, honey, and stuff, honey, they throw you away, honey, for the next one. So, honey, I feel so bad for Milana. She got that baby now, honey, and she got to lose her weight. Then some people saying he was preparing to go public with his alleged affair with Kim Kardashian. So, what's his name?
No, honey. Gary, no. No, we've been doing stories about that. There was nothing between the two of them at that meeting.
Well, that's what they said.
Oh,
that's what they said, honey.
You don't believe it, do you, Gary?
Not at all, honey. If Kanye, honey, went crazy behind it, honey, something went down, child. Even though he didn't like his wife no more, but he was still with his homeboy, because I guess he didn't want to get, her homeboys and stuff too, or whatever. But yeah, honey, wherever there's a little smoke, there's some fire, honey. And trust me, there's some fire brewing something right there. So we're going to...
Oh, you paranoid. That's why you don't have no relationship. Because you're so paranoid. You think everybody's sleeping with everybody. Is everybody... Gary, do you really believe everybody's sleeping with everybody?
Yes. I believe it. Yes. It's just,
yes.
You just see too much, honey. I see too much.
Why are you so passionate?
Help Gary out. What do you think?
Just mind our business.
Well, we mind our damn business, Maria. I wouldn't have a job. But anyway, girl, I believe it, honey. So, honey, and if you put your business out there, girl, it's to be shared with the public. So there you have it.
Right, but not for you to twist and turn around, Gary.
No, there ain't no twist and turn, girl. That's what I'm telling you, honey. Wherever there's a little smoke, there's some fire, honey. You know that, Brad.
Gary, but it's all alleged. Like, my goodness.
It sure is all
you
alleged.
wishing the worst on these couples. They might be trying to work it out, Gary. You don't give
Well, they trying to work it out. They should have not released a statement, honey, with their publicist. That's how we found out about it. Their publicist released a statement, and they put it out there, child. So, but anyway, we're going to be in prayer, honey. The prayer warriors are solicited right now as we speak.
And we're going to pray for him, Gary.
We're going to pray for him, honey. We're going to pray until heaven opens its gates. The color of the day, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color of the day, y'all, is glucose. On the high end, you say glucose, and on the low, you say beautiful blue gray. That's your color for the day.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right. Hey, here we go.
This is Deborah Curry calling from Texas. I want to wake up my grandkids, Jamarin and Kamora. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. This is Valerie from Lynette, Alabama, telling everybody to wake up, wake up, wake up. Love you, Ricky.
Good morning. This is Jamie Overstreet, Lakeland, Florida. Hey to all my Polk County peeps. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Sophia Holiday Sean calling out of Tyler, Texas, saying good morning to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wake up, wake up, wake up. On the high end, you say beautiful spirit, and on the low end, you say beautiful pink.
Good morning. This is Billy from H-Town. I want to say happy third birthday to my granddaughter Karen. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
It's a whole gang of cities tuned in. What's yours? Because we gon' let them know. Come on. Wake up. In Birmingham, wake up. Oklahoma, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louisville, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. Hey, Memphis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brad. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and share it up for the one and only Pastor Brad.
Oh, Lord, I'm riding, trying to make the 100.
Yeah.
99, won't do.
Yes, sir.
I'm running.
Come on.
Trying to make 100. 99 in a half won't do.
Yeah. Love that song.
Those that can and those that can't.
Oh, you preach now. You preach.
In a brief moment of transparency, I must admit, my brothers and sisters, I struggle with procrastination. That's what I said, procrastination. Procrastination. Sometimes, Brother Ricky, I tell you, I hate to say it, but sometimes I'm slower than a bow-legged turtle.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm also guilty sometimes of trying to take people with me. who aren't designed to go.
Come on,
but I'm learning that you have to let some people go. Oh, let my people go. That's what it said. Let my people go.
Yes, sir.
And you know, I'm learning, Mother Brad. Yes. But you got to ease on down. Yeah. You got to ease on down. On down. The Bible says you got to lay aside every weight. Don't you carry nothing.
Come on now.
That might be a load.
You better preach.
Some of y'all got some things on you. You got too much load on you. Cinnamon rolls, donuts, you got too much roll. Yeah. Come on, you got rolls on the left side, rolls on the right side, rolls on the front, rolls in the back. Ease on down. Ease on down. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Ease on down the road.
Come on and ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road.
Yeah. Real best friend, I'm going down the road.
That is, y'all give it up and show your love for Pastor Fred.
What time?
All right, y'all, chicken and waffle mix, y'all line on 1 to 2. It's coming up, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Black Tony, where you at, man? Why you not here?
I'm not there because I'm on strike.
You on strike?
I'm on strike.
You on strike from where?
9 day a week, so I ain't gonna be there 9 day a week, so I'm just letting you know that right now.
Wait a minute, you on strike from what, Black Tony?
Because I'm coming to work, because they for harassing me, son. The boss folks at the radio, they harassing me. So they calling me all weekend. You fussing about this and that. So talking about you been working 4 years. You keep coming up with an excuse. We getting tired of your stuff, tired of your foolishness, all that kind of stuff. So just harassing me. I'm just out here, the black man, just trying to do. I'm just trying to do good in my job.
No, don't bring race into this, because this is a black-owned and black-operated company, man. They gave you a job, bro. You ain't been to work. You call in sick for 3 years every day.
But I'm blacking everybody else. That's what they doing. And then they're going to fuss at me. Guess what they're going to fuss at me about, Rick?
Yeah.
Talking about, I told them folks I don't be getting all the mess what they be trying to send me about what they want me to do the next day. I told them I don't get all the mess. And then they're talking about, because your email too complicated. Talking about my email address too complicated, what I had gave y'all a couple weeks ago. So I changed it, son. And now
so what's your new email?
I made it real short.
Okay.
Just hit me up, shout. Y'all want me to do some work, just hit me up at gmail.com.
And where?
gmail.com.
What about the first part?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, shout. gmail.com. Y'all want to shout? It's shout at gmail.com.
That's going straight to Google, Tony.
At gmail.com. Just hit me up. You want to send me a note? You want me to do something tomorrow? Hit me on my email at gmail.com.
Wow.
I'm playing with me, son. Folks always got something to complain about, son. Just hit me on my email.
And what is it again?
You write it down, son.
Yeah, hold on, give me a pen. Go ahead.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com or just gmail.com?
No, you got to put it at in front of it, at gmail.com.
Is the AT or the little funny thing with the little circle around it, or an A and a T?
The other thing with the circle around it, we'll go around it like a cinema roll at gmail.com.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, the time right now is 4 minutes after the hour, y'all. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to my good friend, Audrey Overton. That's my girl. Shout out to her and Pork Chop and the kids. Hey, good morning to y'all in Dallas, Texas, man. Hey, Gary got the tea and the clue of the day. Gary, what you got?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Tamar Braxton is being reported, y'all, that she took to Instagram this weekend to thank her wonderful boyfriend, Mr. David Afaso, for saving her life. Now, as previously reported, y'all, yes, she said David is the one, y'all, that found Tamar after she tried to take her own life, y'all. Now, she posted a video, y'all, of David along with the caption, if you have ever been in recovery or treatment, you know that you reflect on a lot of things. She said, so I couldn't let another day go, not another second go by without publicly thanking my love, David, for saving my life. She said, I'm so grateful. She said, I was in our beautiful home lifeless. She said, I'm sure finding me the way that you did couldn't have been easy. Then she also wanted to say, y'all, but know that people coming at you saying all crazy stuff isn't easy for me. People have called you every name in the book to deflect from what's really been going on. And you know that through this entire time, you have held my hand, heard my cries, held me when I was weak. You have had my entire back. I will not allow anyone to call you controlling or that's that African man. Like I don't have a mind of my own, because without this African man, I simply would not be here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is so traumatic. When a man loves a woman, y'all, and she went on to say a lot of other stuff, y'all, but it is so wonderful that she loved that man and she helping him out and letting the world know that, honey, he found her life. She could have been there dead, and he found her. And got on the phone with TV
sleeping in my grave, but Lord Jesus, you let my enemies behave. Yes,
right. And they behaved, honey, and they found that Tamar is back. So we're going to keep them lifted up in our prayers, y'all. We continue to lift them up. And while we lifting, y'all, don't forget, y'all, and to pray, honey, for NFL legend Emmitt Smith and his beautiful wife, Miss Patricia Southall Lawrence Smith. They decided to separate, y'all. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Pat broke things off with the Hall of Fame running back. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Pat and Emmitt, y'all, were one of the most prominent black couples on the charity circuit. Did y'all know that? They were the most prominent. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Pat isn't just a pretty face. They say she is a philanthropist, and she is the founder and spokesperson of Treasure You. Now, they say Pat is the ex-wife of comedian Martin Lawrence, and she was a former beauty queen from Chesapeake, Virginia. Now, she attended James Madison University, where she received a degree in journalism, and she also won Miss Virginia USA crown in late 1993.
Wouldn't it be nice to see her on the news and see her out here doing her thing and being known for more than just being Emmitt Smith wife? Because we love them as a couple. They are both really, really nice people. But Emmitt, we watched Emmitt Smith all of those years, but it would really be nice to see Pat, doing something out there on TV, hosting a news show.
That's why they say she allegedly leaving. That's why they say she's leaving, because she could get on with her career now and do things, because she want to do a lot of things, allegedly, is being said. And now she could move on with her life, because like I said before, there would be one star per household, and Emmitt was that star.
But couples have to support each other. Like, if I had my time and you was there on the sideline supporting me, now is your time. Let's go. Let's figure out what we could do to get your career up and going.
Right.
And I'll look out for the home duties and the kids or whatever. Kids are grown now, or older now, but that would be great for her. You know what I'm saying? When she get an opportunity to fly. She's an eagle. She have to fly.
Yeah, but not too many African American men do that, because they like, I need you to sit right here while I be out.
No, they don't, because a lot of them be dependent on a woman and be trying to live off a female, eat off of her, driving her car. You around here in a Prius with an AKA tag on the front, playing video games all day while she working.
Baby boy.
Maria, how many times you seen dudes driving around with an AKA?
You know what? I think she has a strong brand of empowerment in terms of her being admired by specifically other black women. I follow her, and I think that she has a strong, independent identity. But, you spoke about this a little bit vaguely earlier, Gary, is that, with this quarantine and everything, I just really think that it's affecting people's relationships. They just seemed so strong a couple of months ago. Yeah. And now it's just kind of like, what happened? And I think this is happening with a lot of people because, our schedules are changing and we're spending more time together and we're like, ooh, maybe I kind of don't like you that much. So, I don't know, maybe something like that is going on.
Or maybe I need to go on with my career and let you sit here with your football.
Maybe that's it too. Maybe.
Whatever the
maybe
situation
she's trying
is.
to do her.
Exactly. We're going to keep her lifted up in prayer. Keep them all lifted up in prayer, y'all. And hopefully everything, goes well, honey, because, family that pray together, stay together. All right, the Kahlua today is one of my favorite Kahluas. My Kahlua today, y'all, is glucose. On the high end, you say glucose.
Ooh.
And the I'm acting like y'all getting tired, son.
That's what you get for that's what you get for throwing shade on Emmett Smith this morning.
Yes,
your low down self.
We love us. Jesus.
Go on and say it again, Gary.
Glucose. On the high end, you say glucose, and on the low, you say blue gray. That's your color.
Taxi. Taxi.
What did they Brad?
Taxi.
That was from Harlem Nights?
Yeah. Taxi.
That's so mean.
Glucose.
Glucose.
Ain't nothing but the devil, baby.
You say that's who that's the devil,
the
Gary?
devil, baby. I ain't eating.
That's right.
Behind D.
10 minutes after the hour, y'all, to send students back to school or not, to send them back. Hey, that is the question coming up next in What's Trending, and we want to know what you decided to do. Call us up, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all, 13 minutes after the hour, y'all, a lot of stuff going on. You know, parents and students who are old enough to understand the risk of going back to school are facing some tough decisions, even as COVID-19 cases continue to rise. The CDC says it supports reopening schools in the fall. And the question is, have you decided to send your student off to school, or are you keeping them at home? And Maria Moore sitting in for Eva. We can start with you because you have a big family.
Yeah, I do. I have 4 kids, and so I got a whole lot of them in different grades. My oldest son is in college now, and so he's starting the semester virtually. And, you know, he had an apartment, and I was like, if you're not going to be on campus, you're going to stay at the house. So he's going to be staying at the house and doing his first semester of his junior year virtually. But, you know, in terms of parents, it's really tough because, you know, a lot of parents who have children, a lot of them, when you think about the African American community, they're in that essential workers group and they have to work. So It's just a very tough decision either way. And, you know, they talk about a very low transmission rate for children, but for parents, a 1% transmission rate is 100% in our mind. So, you know, I can totally understand where parents want to protect their children, but it's also a challenge to, you know, have to become a teacher and stay at home. Because have you ever tried to do 5th grade homework and you're like, it wasn't like this when I was in school.
Right.
So there are a lot of challenges there.
Right. Now, some families won't have a choice because schools will decide to reopen, you know, or they won't, and the students will have to return or adapt to distance learning. Now, other schools will try hybrid plans now, where students will spend time physically in school and some time learning from home. And then others will give families the choice to send their children to school or to keep them at home. So no matter what the situation is, preschool, elementary school, high school, or college, the clock is ticking on deciding what to do. And, you know, my daughter, Erin, the one that was shot, she's actually and physically going back to Baylor University. And so I got 3, let me see, 1, 2, 3. I got 5 in college right now, a niece and a nephew that I support. This roommates, they all roommates at Alabama State University. I have 3 at Alabama State University, 1 at Tennessee State University, and I'm broke. So
for real,
I feel you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruh, when I tell you,
yes,
that apartment and them damn 3 kids, big cash apping $20 and $30, and transmission broke down yesterday. Now he can't deliver, do Uber Eats anymore, make his little money. Man, it's like, shoot, and the comedy clubs closed. These food stamps. I've been buying food stamps from this lady named
do what you got to do.
Yeah, man. This lady named T-Baby gave me her EBT card. I gave her $50 for like $80. It's been rough. So,
that's how you do it, dog.
That's how you do it.
If we want to do it, I want to hear from you. Get at us, 866-9-RICKY. Call us, 866-9-RICKEY. I want to see what your opinion is. Hit us up right now, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 25 minutes after the hour, y'all. We're talking about going to school with the 3 options that they're laying out for families won't have a choice, and then other schools will try the hybrid plans where you could physically, be in school and sometimes at home, sometimes at school, sometimes at home. And then others will give families the choice to do either. Rock T, Special K, what are y'all thoughts?
Yeah, well, Lyric, my oldest daughter, she's gonna be at Delaware State University starting her senior year on campus. They're starting, but they're gonna do some in-class courses and online courses. Harmony's about to get ready to head off to Harvard to start her freshman year in 2 or 3 weeks. Same situation. They're also separating all the athletes and giving them their own dorm room, so that's kind of good. But I'm really extra worried about my son, Rocky Jr., who's 11, starting the 6th grade. As much as you can do your best to keep them 6 feet apart in social distancing, these are elementary kids. They're going to be trying to play with each other and continue to stay close with each other. So I'm really extra concerned about his situation. Coming home from school every day, making him take his clothes off, jump in the shower, whatever, So that's our situation.
Right. Special K.
Well, I only got, let me see, my daughter, she's going to start her freshman year in college. And she's moving on campus next week, I think. And then my son, he's a senior in high school. And they started with a hybrid thing, but now they're just all the way online. They're not going to go back to school at all. So, and I think the college thing, they're going to play it by ear for the first semester and see how it goes. But they may not even be there for the whole semester. So, I don't know.
All right, let's go to the phones. 866-9-Ricky. Good morning.
I personally have grandkids that are in school. My kids are grown. But I don't agree with sending the kids back because not only is it endangering the kids, but also the faculty and staff of the school.
No, he's staying at home. He's definitely staying home.
No, because if you have a virtual meeting telling me I need to send my kids to school, but you can't meet in person, so that's kind of a disconnect. So I'm not sending them back to school.
You just be surprised what kids get into. Because a majority of them out here, they're smoking weed. You be surprised what your kids do when you're at work.
I'm sending my daughter back to school. It's time she got to go. She's 10, but I work in the healthcare field, so I have been teaching her how to wipe her hands, how to wipe down stuff and everything, so she is ready to go.
Well, my granddaughter's going to be studying virtually, and I think it's a really risky thing, hard decision for parents to do it. But as you can see, the president is not sending Barron back, but I'm pretty sure he used his presidential influence to make sure that it didn't open. But anyway, I think it's a risky thing. It's a one-to-one decision, and it's a tough one.
What they had to do with the question? That had no relation to the question.
Not.
I mean, it's a good fact, but it's kind of irrelevant. Good information, though.
Yeah.
She told me.
Man, black people get on my nerves, man.
What
did she say?
They smoking weed, though. I just don't know.
What they do when you go to work.
You said what, Brad?
You never know what you're doing, what they're doing when you go to work. They just be out here smoking weed.
Had nothing at all to do with it.
I was like, what?
Oh, man.
I think she listened to a different show.
No, her twin sister is Black Not Allowed.
That's her sister?
Yeah.
That's Black. Hey, wait, that's Black Not Allowed, sister?
Black Not Allowed.
Man. All right, 28 minutes after the hour, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the former mayor of New Orleans and former Louisiana State Senator, now National Urban League President, Mark Morial.
Hey.
Man.
Okay.
Hey, good morning. The state of Black America, we always looking forward to you coming on the show. And today's topic is the eviction and foreclosure crisis plus the COVID relief bill pending in Congress. Good morning.
Good morning. And here's the deal, Ricky. Federal and state moratoriums on evictions and foreclosures have expired. And predictions are that as many as 40 million people could face eviction in the coming months. Now, in the entire year of 2016, there were 2.3 million evictions. There could be that many in this month alone. So what are we doing? I joined with Kamala Harris, Maxine Waters, and Sherilyn Ifill, three dynamic leaders, to call for an extension of these moratoria as long as this COVID crisis continues. And Congresswoman Waters and Senator Harris have introduced the Housing Emergencies Lifeline Program, or HELP Act. We're trying to get these provisions in this new COVID bill that is pending in the House and the Senate. They're debating it now. We want eviction and foreclosure moratoria, Ricky, to continue because our communities are still suffering, and it would be tragic, unfair, and inhumane to see people evicted while they've lost their jobs because of COVID. So, again, I want you to make a call to 202-224-3121 and remind members of the Senate and the House we want eviction and foreclosure moratoria extended, and we want it now. Now, last two things on this HELP Act, and rather the COVID Relief Act that's pending. We want help for states and cities. We want money for testing and tracing. We want an extension of unemployment benefits. This is important. Let's put people first, Ricky. That's today's state of Black America.
Yeah, and one of the questions: what's holding up the bill? Was it some
Here's
pork in the bill?
Bottom line: the Democratic House has passed the kind of bill that includes these provisions, and the Republican Senate and the President have come up with a skinny, skimpy bill that does very little to address all of the things that we've discussed. That's the distinction. Do you want to put people first, or do you want to put special benefits? In the bill the Senate passed, they put $2 billion in there for a new headquarters for the FBI. What does that have to do with COVID relief? So this is going to be a tough negotiation. That's why we have to vote in November to send a message about what we want.
There it is, man. You've been listening to the State of Black America with former mayor of New Orleans and former Louisiana State Senator Mark Morial, currently leader of the National Urban League. Hey, thank you for joining us, Mr. Mark, man, and we'll talk to you next Monday.
God bless you. Follow me on Twitter at Nat Urban League and at Mark Morial. Thank you.
There it is. You're welcome, man. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show at the time right now is about 13 before the top of the hour, y'all. Hey, sitting in for my girl Eva, we got the one and only, the talented Maria Moore, FAMU grad.
What's up, Rattlers? What's going on, Ricky?
Man, I'm talking. You know we own in Tallahassee. You can go ahead and shout out to everybody in Tallahassee, FAMU.
Yes, shout outs to all of the Rattlers at FAMU. You know, I also went to grad school at Florida State, so I got all kinds of ties to Tallahassee. Started my radio career out there as well. So much love going out to my Tallahassee family.
There it is, y'all. So Maria, let everybody know about your health and fitness and how people can stay in shape during this quarantine, because you're around the house, you're buying up food, you're cooking, and you're a mother of 4. You have a big, beautiful family. And how do you stay so slim and trim?
Yeah, so today I wanted to talk about 3 ways to get motivated to exercise, because let's just face it, Ricky, people just aren't in the mood to exercise right now. So I have 3 things you can do. First up, join a competition. This is especially helpful if you have a big ego. So jumping into a fitness competition is a great motivator, whether it's maxing out on jumping jacks, hitting a step goal if you like to walk, holding a plank for a few seconds longer, but competing is a great way to stay motivated. Good competition. Also, Ricky, folks have got to get sleep at night. Sometimes people are like, I don't have any energy. Why can't I go hard? People ask me all the time, Maria, where do you get your energy from? Even when I knew I was coming in today, I went to bed like around 9:30 last night, Ricky. I did not play about my sleep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You have got to get your sleep. So definitely get a good night's rest. I tell people at least 7 hours. Some people like, oh my gosh, that is unheard of. That's impossible. And so if you're only getting about 4 or 5 hours of sleep, start by trying to add on about 15 to 30 minutes extra per night to get started. All right. Finally, this is a big one, especially for my ladies. Get stylish. You know the old saying, when you look good, you feel good. And many of us, are working out at home. And sometimes you got a T-shirt on, you ain't got no bra on, you got one sock, you trying to exercise, you don't look sexy, and you just don't feel like moving. But you'll be amazed that, putting on actual exercise clothes might help you stay motivated. So those are 3 things you can do to get motivated to move.
Right. Maria, let everybody know, like, all of your workout videos, it's like you have so many followers. If anybody want to go to Instagram and watch your workout videos, or whatever. Because I watch them. I follow you on Instagram, and I watch the videos, and hell, you have me up doing jumping jacks with the cell phone in my hand.
Yeah, with the cell phone in your hand. Well, yeah, definitely follow me at Maria Moore. It's MariaMore. I have these really fun Zoom workouts that I do. We have Afrobeat music going on, man, Ricky. We have a blast. And so you can connect with me on social media, specifically Instagram at Maria Moore. It's MariaMore.
There it is, y'all. All right, y'all. Hey, appreciate that, Maria. All right, coming up next, man, I got songs that stay in your head. You ain't gonna want to miss this. Coming up, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, yeah. I can't get it.
Right there. That's the best part of that song.
Boy, that song gonna be in your head all day.
And it goes a little something like this.
Hey, man, I got a very, very special songs that stay in your head all day, man. Man, 4 brothers has become members of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Let's go, y'all. My next guest, I'm about to bring to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. You'll see who it is right after this song. Go ahead and drop it. Here we go, y'all. Where you at? All the Q's. All the brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Yes, sir. All the radio greats. Steve Harvey, Tom Joyner, myself, and our next guest also. Let's go. Hey, Q's. Hey. Hey, man, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 2 minutes after the hour, y'all. Hey, big shout out to my little brother, man, Pastor Lionel Means, Charlotte, North Carolina, man. That's my little brother, graduate of Auburn. Shout out to Bishop Joe Walker, man, the one and only Tennessee State University and Southern University. Shout out to all the Q's out there, all the bros, man. Shout out to George Clinton, is an official member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And if you watch Blackish, shout out to Anthony Anderson. And wait a minute. Shout out to Ted Ginn Sr., coach and founder of the Ginn Academy and All Boys Public High School in Cleveland, Ohio. On the phone, big brother, mentor, leader, civil rights activist, the one and only, ladies and gentlemen, D.L. Hughley. Man, I'm sitting up here, man. I'm so excited, man. Congratulations, dog team.
Thank you, man. You know, it's been a long time, and I couldn't be more happy about it, man.
Man, we are so happy, man. On behalf of all the brothers, I'm sure the radio brothers. I spoke to Steve day before yesterday, and man, we were just having a conversation, man. We really excited, man. Thank you, man, for everything that you do for our communities and political awareness, standing up for our people. And welcome to the Freck. All the bros are listening right now. So, how you feel?
Man, you know what? I'm tired. I got a lot of reading to do. I'm tired, man. I got a lot of work to do. But I'll say this. It has been, you know, and you know this because you know me for a long time. It's always been a lifelong dream. And I work really hard. And for me, it had been something I wanted and it hadn't been possible for a long time. But I thank you and cats like you and Steve, and thank the District 8 because they really pushed hard for me, man. They bumped hard for me, man. And in my chapter 12, the top chapter, man, I couldn't be more excited. I'm very excited. And for me, I had always wanted it, but I'd never gone to college, so whenever people talk to me about mentoring people, I always felt like an imposter because I'm everything. I would tell children to work hard, but I'd never, and go to school, and I'd never done it. So it would have been, I'd have felt like an imposter, man. But working with an organization and being a bruh and just doing what I can to do the work to make the community better and stronger. And I'm really excited about serving, man. I am. I haven't
Absolutely,
been
man.
in a long time. My wife gets so mad. My wife's like, "You ain't even that excited to see me. I've seen you 40 years now."
Hey, man, I tell you, man, nothing brought me greater joy than to become a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. It really brings tears to my eyes because, you know, I didn't have a father and I didn't have a brother, man. And I came into this organization, man. I ended up with all kind of father figures, big brothers, little brothers, nephews now. You know, they be hitting me up, you know, talking about, Unc, how you feeling? You know, and, you know, it has one of the greatest things ever happened to me in my life, man. And Buddy Lewis and all y'all bros out there on the West Coast, man, on behalf of the 7D, on behalf of Alpha Phi, Sorrow chapter, Kappa Beta chapter, in the Mighty YE chapter, you know, man, we welcome you into this great, wonderful, awesome organization, man. And just wanted to say congratulations to you. I went on and played Atomic Dog for you because you're a big brother and a mentor. I'm still trying to be like you when I grow up, man. I just absolutely love you, man.
You know, the funny thing is, I'm old and new now. I'm a 56-year-old Neo, so it's hilarious. But I couldn't be more excited, man. It's something I've always wanted. It's the only thing I remember when my brother-in-law, the first Q I'd ever met, I was like 19, and he'd gone away to college, and the way it made him stand, and the way it made him act, and the way it made him serve, and how proud it made him. It had been it's a lifelong dream, and I hate to. It's so weird because, you know, I've had children and watched them grow up and watched them marry. I'm on my way to being a grandfather, and I hate to. And I've loved comedy, but I've never felt quite like this, and I'm just really excited to be a proud member of Omega Psi Phi, man. It makes me. It was very emotional because I just didn't think it was possible, and I've accomplished so many things that I'm proud of. But this has to, and I can't. I have to be quiet because my wife will hear me. But I can't tell you what has made me. It's hard to tell you what has made me prouder than this.
Man, listen, man. Hey, I hope it brings joy to your life, man. You're going to have a good time with the frat. You're going to love the clay. Hey, I'm going to tell Ashcan, that's a brother from Virginia, he going to set you out with some Paro. I'm going to teach you a couple of hops. I got a whole hop.
Oh, 7D yeah, my knees got to get ready for that now. Yeah. Buddy Lewis ran on stage one time and set out a hop and messed up his whole knee. They had to take him out. Yeah,
so
I
we're
know.
going to get you. Yeah, get you. Buddy Lewis hit that spin. You know, he an alpha bruh, Howard University. So Buddy Lewis hit that spin and took him off in a car a couple of times. But
well, y'all
we got a nice
Dancing with the Stars, so I wouldn't know.
We got a nice hop of bros in their 50s, man. But we absolutely love you, man. And thank you for being a leader and a mentor to me. From the Kings that come, man, forget before the Qs, man, when you was the original host of Comic View, and for me to be able to follow in your footsteps, man, and when you had twists, I had twists. When you got your twist cut in the fade, I cut my twist in the fade. When you had wore cross colors, I wore cross colors. And watching you open up, do the Kings of Comedy, I remember opening up for the Kings a couple of times, and you have always been nice and motivated me. You are a mentor and a big brother. You, Steve, Cedric, and Bernie Mac was nice to me, man. I love you, and I'm just.
And now you my big brother, ain't that something?
Right. We're gonna hook up, man. Ladies and gentlemen, 9 minutes after the hour, y'all, welcome to the frat from all the Qs, from the 7D to you. D.L. Hughley, ladies and gentlemen, come on. Hey, y'all make sure y'all follow the real D.L. Hughley on Instagram, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, man. Again, man, thanks. Big shout out to D.L. Hughley. Thank him for coming on this morning. Hey, Maria Moore, you were talking about on your Instagram, there's a challenge to support black businesses all over the country.
Yes. You know, I want to shout out the Village Market. They do some great things. And so there's this challenge to buy black, to spend $31 once a week, at least once a week.
Maria, keep talking. I'm finna run in the kitchen right quick and get this syrup because I got to shout this lady out, man.
Get the syrup. Yes.
Hold on, just keep talking.
Okay, it's National Black Business Month, so we're encouraging everyone to get out and buy black. I like to circulate my dollars, my black dollars with black-owned businesses throughout the year, but this month in particular. So you're being encouraged to spend your money on Black-owned businesses. So on my Instagram right now, I have a lot of folks chiming in, talking about their Black-owned businesses. I like handmade jewelry myself. I like soaps and candles and stuff like that. I like syrup too.
Maria, this lady, Michelle's, from the Michelle's, man, she got her own gourmet butter pecan syrup. I have never had butter pecan syrup in my life. And it is so good. She have the regular syrup and she have the butter pecan syrup. So she been doing this like 11 years. So make sure y'all check out. It has her picture on it. She's a really nice lady. Shouted her out on my Instagram as well. So Dr. A.G. Gaston, that's from Birmingham, Alabama, was the grandson of slaves. He owns Citizens Trust Bank.
Yes.
And they have branches all over the country. It's a lot of black banks all over the country, but Dr. A.G. Gaston owned a radio station. It was WENN right across the street from the A.G. Gaston Motel, where Dr. King and the other civil rights leaders would stay when they would do their broad marches and protests, which is right down the street from 16th Street Baptist Church, where the 4 little girls was killed when the Ku Klux Klan set a bomb out there. So there's a lot of black businesses in that area. And for Dr. A.G. Gaston to start that bank right here in Birmingham, Alabama, for it to be a national bank or whatever, and it's been open for years. And Dr. A.G. Gaston used to sit in a wheelchair in the lobby of his bank and greet his customers. And I had the wonderful opportunity to meet Dr. A.G. Gaston several times, and I had an opportunity to go to his home because I always wondered who lived in that mansion up there on that hill. And went up there and had an opportunity, and I sat on the side of his bed. His granddaughter and I, Ingrid, was attending Miles together, and she said, that's my granddad. I'm like, you're lying, that's not your granddad. And we went up there, and him and Miss Gaston was there. He was sitting in the bed watching the news. And I'm like, man, I'm sitting in Dr. A.G. Gaston's bedroom. I was so excited. So everybody Google Dr. A.G. Gaston, and you can read up on him. He was a good friend of Dr. King and Ralph Abernathy and John Lewis and all the civil rights leaders. So I'm just glad that I had a chance to know these people, man. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow Maria. What's your Instagram again?
It's at Maria Moore, MariaMore.
And you can get all the black businesses that she just posted. All right, y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, and it's here right now, 25 minutes after the hour, y'all. Sitting in for Eva Marcel Pigfoots. We got the one and only Maria Moore with your front page. What up?
Good morning, Ricky. The number of new COVID-19 cases have leveled out in about 27 states over this past week. And that's good. But the bad news is that the numbers are still too high and spreading rapidly. The CDC projected close to 1,000 deaths per day for the next 30 days. The first school districts in the U.S. reopened last week. A junior high school in Indiana had to quarantine students within hours of opening after one student tested positive. A student in Mississippi tested positive after the first week of classes, and Georgia's largest school district confirmed that at least 260 employees have either tested positive for COVID-19 or have been exposed. In other news, Florida is feeling the first rain and winds of Tropical Storm Isaiah. The storm is expected to near hurricane strength by the time it reaches the Carolinas today. And while we are patiently waiting for Joe Biden to announce his VP pick, let's not forget the state primary elections are still taking place. If you live in Arizona, Kansas, Michigan, Missouri, or Washington, get to the polls tomorrow to elect your state and local leaders. Lastly, Gary.
Yes, ma'am.
This story right here is for you because we know how much you love to shop on the high end. One of the oldest department stores in America, Lord & Taylor, filed for bankruptcy protection yesterday.
Miss Lord & Taylor closing?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I got my mama first Liz Claiborne dress from Lord & Taylor, honey, when I used to live in Houston, honey.
Yes, that's what's going on. I'm Maria Moore with your front page news. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Maria, I hate you.
I'm trying to keep it moving, boo. I'm trying to be invited back, okay?
right, man. Philadelphia Eagles head coach Doug Peterson tests positive for COVID-19, so he will be self-quarantined for the next 10 days or until he passes 2 negative tests. In the meantime, the St. Louis Cardinals has a player and a few staff members that has tested positive for coronavirus. All 3 of their games with the Milwaukee Brewers are postponed. It's just a matter of time for Major League Baseball to have to cancel this attempt to play a shortened season due to COVID-19, man. I don't even understand why people are still trying to make this happen. Well, I do understand money. Last but not least, Orlando Magic player Jonathan Isaac was the only player who did not kneel or wear a Black Lives Matter t-shirt over the weekend. He says a lot of it has to do with his religious beliefs. He does believe that Black Lives Matter is important, but he doesn't believe the kneeling demonstration or the Black Lives Matter t-shirts go hand in hand with supporting Black Lives Matter. He believes the answer to racism is the gospel, following the teachings of Jesus
That's the problem with it. The total opposite. That's the problem with it. Sitting up here, love thy neighbor and turn the other cheek and made black folks docile and won't fight back and stand up for themselves or whatever. How the hell white people love Jesus and we love Jesus, but you hate us? You know what I'm saying? Who did we pray to before we was brought to this country? Man, ain't nobody studying none of that stuff. That's where a lot of folks are. I'm sorry, man. I love God. I know we serve a living and just God or whatever. Man, but these folks, white folks, sat up here and wrote this Bible and then put a picture of Brad Pitt in it and talking about praise it is Jesus. I'm just not with it. I'm not with it. And you can say what you want to say about Karen. I'm going to hell anyway. Go ahead.
It is what it is. Time for the hot spot. To bring it in right now.
Been hard.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Alrighty then.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the
For real, what you say, Maria?
There it is.
Well, there you go.
Well, there it is.
Hot spot.
All right, Elvis, what you got coming up right here in the hot spot?
Lemonade. Coming up in the hot spot, I'm going to tell y'all all about Tina Lawson. It sounds like this the hot spot right here, yeah?
It is.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat. Ricky talking about coming up in the hot spot with a hot spot right here. Like the hit? Here it go.
Don't worry about it.
All right, Tina Lawson, y'all. She's expressing her... Beyonce's mama, Tina Lawson, is expressing her disappointment in the fact that her friends have come to her and they did not have knowledge of Beyonce's album. She said, it's very interesting that I have a lot of friends that ask me, where did this music come from? Was it done for the movie? She said, no. The album is called The Gift. The album has been out for a year, and she said she's been in love with it since the first time she heard it. She said it was totally underrated because when it came out, she felt like it was hardly any marketing or promotion done because it came out with the movie and the movie overshadowed Beyonce's project. And she said when they talk about the other side, it makes her cry because she talks about seeing her mom, her dad, her brothers, her sister, and her range is unbelievable, she says. She said that Beyonce go in a register as low as a dude and everybody think it's a man, but it's her. And she did all these amazing things and collaborated with African producers, writers, and it's just a masterpiece. And she's upset that it is not doing what it's supposed to do because it celebrates blackness and human spirit and resilience that lives in all of us as a people, no matter what color you are. That's my 2 cents. What y'all think about how Miss Tina feel?
Well, that's her feelings. Beyonce is her daughter, honey. She loves her daughter. I mean, people love her, but did she not hear what she said? There was hardly no marketing put behind it. That's why we didn't know. There was no marketing.
Man, Gary, every time I turn the TV on different channels, I kept seeing the marketing and promotions for it.
Well, I don't watch BET all day, but I don't know.
I don't watch BET all day either, jerk.
That was low-key shade.
I have every app on my TV, darling, from Prime to Disney Plus, and it keeps advertising and regular cable. I have every station.
Gary,
what?
Look,
what?
a puppy.
Oh, look at that.
All right, y'all. Terry Crews, let's get into this. He apologizes to Gabrielle Union again. He took to Instagram to say he was sorry. On Jamel Hill's podcast, he said, Gabrielle said, people hit me all day long and they're like, what's happening? And the only thing I know for sure is that Terry Crews gets 3 checks from NBC. So I don't know if being worried about a job being worried about job stability, which, listen, we all know that if you speak up about racism and white supremacy, you absolutely can be shown the door. I don't know if that's the motivation. She continued, based on his recent actions. Do you really think Terry Crews was an ally, was helpful, was a sounding board? I think Terry Crews is showing us who he really is and what he does during the times of adversity and not solidarity. So then Terry responded and said, this will be my third public apology to Gabrielle Union. If a fourth is needed, I will continue to apologize and push for reconciliation between the world. More importantly, the culture I grew up in. Now, what y'all think about that? Because I don't know if he act like he grew up in our culture. Now, do he?
Nah, he's all over the place. He is all over the place. And the way he's, the way he throws shade at Black Lives Matter and this whole black supremacy thing and warning against that, I'm just really not feeling him right now. I'm not feeling him right now.
I don't think most of us
He just need to be quiet for a while.
That's probably why his apologies ain't making much sense. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot right. Coming up next, we got Chef Boudreaux with them quarantine cuisines. Why you say with them? Because I got a little loud, got a little excited. We talking about food, boy.
You ended abruptly.
Right, everything. Yeah. All right, we're gonna end this thing right here.
Yeah, we wanted to talk some more.
No, we don't have time to talk no more, Gary. Okay, coming up next, we got Chef Kurt Boudreaux with them quarantine cuisines, and we got the praise mix down with Dwight Stone. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley, the Richard Smiley Morning Show.
See, we talking about food, boy.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, one and only quarantine cooking with the one and only Chef Kurt Boudreaux. What up, Kurt?
What's going on, man? How y'all doing this Monday morning?
What up,
man? We blessed this morning, man. Excited to hear your voice, man. I got hungry already.
Boy, well, today I did a Louisiana seafood boil, man.
Oh,
yeah, man. Outside, everything.
Okay.
I cut up some onions, some celery, lemons, oranges, garlic. I got the boiling seasonings all together, put in my pot, got that water to boil hot. Threw in some turkey necks, man, corn, potatoes.
Turkey necks?
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
Corn and potatoes. Okay.
We got to get funky with it, throw some pig feet in there, but I ain't get them in.
Oh,
get them in time. Real country, we about to go real country.
Right.
But I started out with the turkey necks first, man, until they got tender. Then I threw in my red potatoes, sausage, corn, shrimp, Louisiana blue crab that I had threw in on the back, let them all soak, man, and threw them out on the table. We all got our grub on.
Oh, man. Woo. Did the shrimp, you didn't do shrimp and crab legs, but you can add shrimp and crab legs if you want, right? Unless I missed it.
Yeah, I threw some shrimp in there. I had some shrimp in there. I threw some shrimp, but not crab legs, man. Crab legs is already salty.
Right.
So, I wouldn't do it, but, a lot of people do it, but I don't. Because the meat is already salty. Why would I throw in salty, extra salty water?
Right.
Real, I don't eat it like that. But, yeah, man, we got our grub on with that.
I'm loving that. Kurt, let everybody know how they can find the video.
Oh, man, you can find this video on Rickey Smiley Official. You can follow your boy on Facebook at Boudreaux's Catering. On Instagram, chef_Boudreaux1.
There it is. Y'all give it up and show your love. Quarantine cooking with Chef Kurt Boudreaux.